Hey y'all, it's Amber with Control Your Money, and I'm here to talk about a topic that's very close to my heart. And I know that it's a sensitive topic for a lot of people, but we're going to talk about it right now. And that topic is it's time for you to break up with your streaming services. I said it and I mean it, and you can do it. Let's get into it, okay? If you saw a couple posts back, I talked about Spotify. And Spotify, if you don't know, is a music streaming service. You pay a monthly fee and you can listen to unlimited music. You can create playlists. You can find any artist and immediately play the song that you want to hear. As long as their music is on the platform, and it's a global platform, so most of the songs you want to hear are on Spotify. It's just like Apple Music and Tidal. I break up with Spotify about twice a year. I make a decision that I am going to take a break from my Spotify subscription about twice a year. If you know me, you know that I love music. Like, music is my life. I love music. I listen to music all day, all night. I'm singing in my dreams. When I'm talking to people, sometimes I'm speaking in lyrics. Like, I love music. Okay, it's my life. But I don't like paying $12 a month. I don't, just to listen to music. There are so many ways to listen to music. For me to pay $12 every month, just so I can have the level of control that I want to have in terms of listening to music, I started to realize it wasn't really worth it. And how did I get there? It was the pandemic. During the pandemic, I started really, like, people that like to DJ and mix music. Maybe they didn't have a lot of time in their life before to do it, but the pandemic had everybody slowing down. So a lot of people started expressing themselves, by DJing or creating mixtapes. And I got really into that. And I started finding out about a lot of music that I was not even hearing, and artists that I never heard of, because I was so in Spotify you can create your own playlist. And what happened is I just got so wrapped up in my own playlist that I stopped listening to new music. I stopped paying attention to what was out there. So during the pandemic, I got hip to a lot of DJs and started listening to a lot of mixtapes. And I started really enjoying that. And these DJs, they were posting their mixtapes on free platforms like Mixcloud, SoundCloud. Some are on YouTube, things like Google Play Music, things like that. So it really pulled me away from Spotify to the point where I realized I'm not listening to Spotify day in and day out like I was before. And when I started looking at my budget, because Spotify is a line item on my budget, when I started looking at that expenditure every month, I realized I'm not really getting the full value of the money that I pay every month for Spotify. And we'll talk about it eventually as we move further through the budget, creating your budget. But I look at every dollar that I spend every month. And at this point, on a monthly basis, I'm questioning myself. I'm like, is that really something that I need to spend money on? Is it, is there a better way to use that money? And it sounds like $12 a month, but $12 a month is $144 a year. Do I feel like I'm getting $144 worth of music if I'm not really listening to my Spotify account every day? No, I don't. Especially when I know that there's a world of music out there for free that I could be listening to. So I break up with Spotify about twice a year. And Spotify loves me because I've been with them since they started the platform. So I break up with them, and in a couple weeks, I get an email every day I get those messages, hey, you need to come back. But I know I'm not going to sign up. And eventually, because I hold out, they reach out to me. And I'm not saying they reach out to Amber. Their system just notices that this former subscriber is not using our system anymore, and they're not paying us every month. We need to entice her back. We need to get her back into the fold so she starts to use Spotify again and wants to continue using us on a monthly basis. So what they'll do is they'll send me a deal. Over the years, it's usually 3 months for free, 3 months of premium for free. And they think that at the end of the 3 months, I'm going to sign back up. I'm at the point I don't do that anymore. I get my 3 months and I'm out. And then I take another couple breaks and then they come and get me back. Okay, so they done got a little too hip for me over the last year or so, because now they do a 3 months of premium for the price of one. So for $12, I get 3 months, which is still 2 months free technically. Or if you want to break it down like that, $4 a month, even though it's a one-time payment. So I'm willing to accept that too, Spotify. Whenever y'all get your act right, I'm willing to accept that. But I'm not going back until I get some kind of deal, because I have gotten used to enjoying other free methods of getting music and getting my music fix. So Spotify can wait. My little $12 is going somewhere else in the meantime. So I want y'all to break up with some of these streaming services. I'm going to talk about it. I know it's going to hurt some feelings, but I'm going to talk about it. Because if you got 3 or more streaming services on your TV, if you pay for 3 or more streaming services for your television, you basically have cable. And what happened with cable? It gave you all the channels in the world, and you watched 5 or 6 of them at the most on a regular basis. So I really feel like we only need 1 or 2 streaming services, all of us, for TV. But if you have 3, I think you could take a break from one of them for a month or so. I really think so. And I want you to think long and hard about that, especially if you're somebody that has 5 different streaming services. Are they all being used? Are you getting the full value of your $9.99 a month here, your $15.99 a month there? Are you getting the full value of that on a monthly basis? And what does that total even look like every month? Have you taken the time to add all of those numbers together and really look at that? Are you spending $100 a month on streaming services for entertainment? Think about it. Think about it. So we're at the end. I went longer than I wanted to. So I want to make sure that I give y'all that little tip. Black Friday is approaching. I'm recording this. It's early November 2022. So Black Friday is approaching. And one of the things that you can do during the Black Friday season is keep your eye out for streaming service deals. Last year, I got Hulu, 12 months, 99 cents a month. So I have been able to enjoy everything that has come out on Hulu for almost a year now for 99 cents a month. And my subscription is coming to a close soon, and it's going to hurt me a little bit because it's 1 or 2 shows that I really got into on Hulu. But if I can get my 99 cents a month, they ain't going to see me for another 12 months. I'm just saying. Okay? But anyway, Black Friday deals are out there. So keep your eyes peeled while you're doing your shopping. We're going to talk about Black Friday shopping soon too. But while you're doing your shopping, keep your eye peeled. Look online, check social media, to see what kind of deals are out there, because these companies, they definitely give out streaming deals. So if you get a streaming deal, 99 cents a month for Hulu, if I watch one show, I have gotten more than my money's worth on a monthly basis. Okay, so think about streaming like that. Is that money you could be putting somewhere else? Okay, I'll be back to talk more about streaming services and other topics like these. Tune in, Control Your Money.